And now, the Fox 24 News Now Spotlight Music Series.
You are the fool that chases the moon. You are wrong, you are right. You are the hand with the lightning striking. You are the dark, you are the light. We got time, we got bones, we got spark.
On this week's Spotlight Music Series, we want to welcome one half of a darling duo who will be stopping in Charleston on their Feels Like Home tour. Let's welcome Drew Holcomb. Thank you so much for being with us. And your lovely wife, Ellie, she is certainly missed, but she's got 3 kiddos to get to school. But you'll be here as a couple performing at the Charleston Music Hall. Very excited for that. So tell us a little bit more about your music and how you and Ellie came together.
Yeah. So I have a band called Drew Holcomb and the Neighbors, and we've been to Charleston many times over the years at Music Farm, Charleston Music Hall, Riverfront Festival, Highwater. But actually, Ellie was in the band from 2007 until 2012. We got married in 2006, so she was in the band with us for about 7 years. And then we started having kids, and she left the band, started doing her own music, and mainly got off the road for a while. And then after about 7 years, we missed singing together. So we started doing this short February tour every year together. And Charleston's been a stop on it a couple times. And it's really fun for us for a lot of reasons. But one of our first dates was in Charleston back when we were in college. So the city and its people have always had a very warm spot for us in our lives. So we're excited to be back.
And that's where you met, was in college.
We did. We met in Knoxville at the University of Tennessee.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And all these years later, and 3 children later as well. So how does that work when you have to be on tour and you have 3 children waiting at home for you?
Well, this tour, they come with us. So
they
we'll
do?
have a bus full.
That's
yeah,
great.
We got, it's an acoustic tour. So it's Ellie and I on stage, and then we've got a couple of crew who help run the tour. And then we bring a babysitter and all 3 of our kids. And so we'll be running around somewhere in Charleston that day before the show.
Yeah, you got your hands full for sure. Tell our audience a little bit more about your music. It's got a very folk Americana sound to it.
Yeah. It's very much singer-songwriter kind of folk rock Americana. I grew up, listening to Tom Petty and Bob Dylan and David Gray and Springsteen and Carole King and Patty Griffin and all these just great songwriters. And so there's a bit of a storyteller element to our music, but it also has a little bit of that. I mean, I'm from Memphis, so it's got a little bit of that sort of soul piece of it too. Yeah. And really we just, it's sort of genre fluid in a way, but it's songwriter stuff sort of at the end of the day. Yeah. Songs we've written about our lives and the world as we see it. And we've been very grateful to have success in that. And I had my very first #1 song last year with a song called Find Your People. And so we've been at it a long time. We've got a wonderful, loyal fan base that somehow keeps expanding and keeps allowing us to do what we dreamed about doing when we were kids and still get to do it now well into our adulthood.
You gotta find your people, the ones that make you feel equal. They pick you up and don't put you down. Help you find your way in the lost and found.
And it sounds like 2024 is going to be quite a banner year because you've got a lot of music coming out, both you and Ellie, and also Drew Holcomb and the Neighbors.
Yeah, so my band has a record that just came out last summer, which we toured all fall, and then we'll tour again. And then Ellie and I are putting out, actually, we have a new song out that just came out last week, and a couple more coming out this week. And Ellie's putting out a new album in the spring. So lots of new music from both of us together and apart, which is fun. So the show reflects that. We play some of the stuff we've done together, some of her songs, some of mine, and it's a fun mix.
That's wonderful. Well, you're going to be performing February 17th at 8 p.m. at Charleston Music Hall. So folks are getting out their tickets. They're going to be there. They're going to have such a great time. And of course, we're going to hear music from you coming up after the break. And this is your song Bones. Can you give us a little bit of history on this one?
Yeah, this is just a fun song we released last year, a song I wrote about, just kind of all the little like metaphors of what makes a relationship work. And it's a fun one. I hope people like it.
Valentine's season, it's perfect. Thank you so much, Drew. Good to have you.
Yeah, good to be on. Thanks.
We're back after this.